Hey everyone, welcome back to the Joe of Culture. Today we're going to be doing a video on a guy I went to high school with. This dude was a bit out there. Like he wasn't weird per se, but he was kind of like a jerk, and like he didn't really have any like business being a jerk. I mean, maybe it was just to me. Maybe like me and him just didn't see eye to eye. Like maybe he was one of those people that we just don't get along, so he's just going to be giving me hate. But it doesn't really matter all that much. So me and my one friend, in the video, I'm actually playing the friend that I'm talking about. He's getting salty because I'm beating him in MW2. Yeah, just thought I'd, swag on him a little bit. But my friend decided he was going to take this kid's agenda because this guy didn't like either of us. Like, me and him, like, the three of us, like, me and my friend and him, like, we just didn't like each other, I guess. Like, me and my friend obviously liked each other as friends. As friends, wink, wink. Nah, as friends. But, we didn't like the other guy. He was kind of a jerk. And we had a lot of classes with him. Like, maybe 2 or 3. I mean, it's probably not a lot, but it's whatever. So my friend thinks, it'll be really funny if we take this kid's agenda, because the agenda was pretty much the hall pass in our school. So if you took the agenda, then it's like, he wouldn't have a way to get to class or whatever. So my friend decides he's going to take the agenda, and he shows it to me, and he's like, dude, you have to see what he wrote in his agenda. And I'm like, oh, God, what is it? Is it, like, really bad? And he's like, he wrote something about you in there. I was like, what? That's weird. All right, well, you got to tell me now. So my friend decides to read me pretty much verbatim, I guess, what he said. And he's like, I am the superhero of insert our high school name here. My arch enemy is, and then he said my full name, like he said Joey, and then my full last name. I'm not going to say it. But he's like, I am the Riddler. I am the superhero of the school. And I'm like, dude, he knows the Riddler's not a superhero, right? And like, me and my friend are dying laughing at this point. Like, we are nearly crying because this kid like hates us. Like, so like, we don't like him either, because like we're anti-friends. Pretty much this guy is one of the weirder people in the school. Probably top 5. Like, not for like anything he did per se, just like, I don't know. I guess that's just my perception on him. Like, one day in our biology class that me and my one friend had with him, I decided to just turn around, like, sitting at my desk. I turn around, I start pointing at him. Like, I'm pointing at him, like, for a good minute. Like, I'm just sitting there pointing at him. And he finally says something. I just go, nerd. And I'm like, I mean, I guess I'm technically the bully in this situation, but like at this point, like, we had already like not liked each other, so it wasn't like I don't know, I just thought it would be funny, and I think he even laughed at it, because like it was just such a ridiculous thing to just like have someone sitting there pointing at you and then just like they yell nerd. Like, it's not even like an insult, like, because I don't know, I don't classify nerd as an insult. So pretty much this dude is not what you'd call like built. Like, he's probably like, at least in high school, I don't know about him now, but he was like 5 foot something, like low 5 foot, like under probably 5'6", 5'7". I don't really know. I'm like 6 foot, so I don't know heights below 6 feet. So this dude thinks that he like is so tough or something. Towards the end of the year, when we finally are like, all right, we got to give him back his agenda, because like, I don't know what my friend did. I think he might have ripped out all the pages and like put it back, like, so like when he throws it, all the pages would go everywhere. And something you have to know about this guy is that in high school, we I think maybe I just called him it, and like I didn't know or anything. Like, I used to call him adopted. I was like, oh yeah, you're adopted. Like, just like, because it's like one of those jokes that you just go around saying to people, like, oh yeah, you're adopted. Ha ha ha. I effed your mom. Like, that kind of joke. And then later I found out he might have actually been adopted. I don't know. But he's like a white dude, and his brothers are like brown, like darker brown, like a dark brown. I don't know. Like, they're chocolate colored. But so I have to assume that he's actually adopted. Like, I actually just made fun of an adopted person about being adopted, which is fine by me. I mean, like, the dude wasn't like that nice, so like, if he was adopted, that's on him. Like, he shouldn't have been adopted, right? Is that just me? I don't know. So after I found out that, I decided that I would I was going to keep calling him. I wasn't going to stop calling him adopted, because if anything, that just makes it look worse. Like, oh, you found out I'm adopted, so you're just going to stop calling me adopted? It's like, no, I'm not going to stop, bro. If anything, it's more of an accurate insult now. So we wait till the end of the year comes, and we decide to throw the agenda at him, and I think my friend had me do it. Or no, maybe my friend threw it. because all I know is that he ended up punching my, did he punch my friend, or he punched one of us? So he got really mad that we were making fun of him, threw the agenda at him, so he decided to punch one of us, and then he was like, oh yeah, I'm not the B word, because, like, I guess we called him that or something, so he's like, oh, I'm not that, so I decided, oh yeah, you're not the, well, let's see then. I grabbed him by the shoulders and I kicked him into the mud. It had been raining, like, all the day before. Like, it had stopped raining at that point, but it was still, like, really muddy and, like, gross out. So I, like, kicked him and he fell in the mud. And his pants were, let's just say, chocolate colored. So he pretty much ended up falling in the mud. He might have cried. He might have. I don't know. I don't think I was 6 foot at the time. I was probably still, like, 5'10", maybe. Because it was, like, early high school. It was probably, like, freshman year. Actually, no, I think I was 6 foot by then. It doesn't really matter. So after I pushed him in the mud, and he was just, like, I guess distraught over it. He didn't feel like, he probably felt like really embarrassed. And honestly, he probably went on the bus that day and was like, and the bus driver was probably like, "Would you poop your pants, kid? Don't come on my bus with with muddy pants like that." Like he probably had to stand on the bus. That's what I assumed, that he probably had to stand on the bus, because, like, how are you gonna walk on the bus with, like, brown pants on your back? Man, maybe if he was lucky, he was wearing brown pants already, so it didn't show. I don't really remember. I think it was pretty prominent though that you could see the brown on his pants. I digress, though. So the following day, I think, maybe the following day, I'm not sure when, but eventually he got his little brother, his younger brother. I shouldn't say little, because the kid was actually twice his size, which he still wasn't bigger than me. Like, his brother is twice his size and still not bigger than me. But he tried to get his little brother to beat me up. And, like, the guy comes in and is like, "Are you bullying my brother?" And I'm just like, no, if anything, he's just, like, coming at me. Like, because for the most part, he came at us. Like, I think he started it. I don't think we started it on him. I think he just, I don't know. It's like one of those situations where it's like, all right, I was, like, the class clown. I was the goof in the class. So, like, this guy didn't like that I was the goof in the class, because I guess he thought he was funny or something. So he started coming at me. And then it's like, well, if you're going to come at the goof, if you're not goofier than the goof, you're going to get goofed on, bro. Like, that's how that works. So, like, I feel like he started. I mean, it's forever ago, so I can't really guarantee that he started or not, but it's high school, so it's like, if you don't like somebody in high school, you're going to be mean to them, like, whether or not they started or not. So, I don't know. It wasn't like I was trying to bully him. I mean, he kind of had it coming, anything that came to him. But, so he tried to get his brother to beat me up, and I was like, dude, you're not going to beat me up. Like, you're still, like, half my size. Like, like, he wasn't very big either. Like, he was, like, skinny too. Like, he was really skinny, and I like, did, like, wrestling and football and all that in school, so I was kind of, like, not jacked, obviously. Like, I wouldn't say that, but I was definitely, like, in shape enough where if someone tried to fight me, I wasn't going to back down. So I guess the kid just, like, backed off, and I think that's when I found out that his brother was brown. I was like, that's your brother? Like, I had no idea that was his brother or not, but I was just like, all right, whatever. Yeah, so pretty much that's how that ended. He just kind of got his little brother to beat me up, and then he just, like, then his little brother, like, chickened out. Like, bro, if you're gonna beat me up to defend your brother's honor, you should have just fought me, whether you lost or not. That's, like, you're not gonna, like, come try and start something and then just back out after the guy was like, oh, I'm gonna beat you up then. If you're gonna try and beat me up, I'm going to beat you up. Like, I'm not gonna back down. I ain't no coward. And he's like, well, you don't want to get suspended, do you? And I was like, well, I don't want to get suspended, do you? You're the one who's trying to fight me. He's like, well, I don't want to get suspended. I'm like, well, I guess we're not going to fight then. Something like that. I mean, I don't really remember it all that great, but that's pretty much the gist of what happened. Dude was kind of a coward, though, like, always trying to start problems with me. I got plenty more of these kinds of stories if you want to hear them. Let me know in the comments what you think. If, I mean, obviously I didn't actually tell you guys anything he did that, like, started, because I don't really remember. You're not really going to remember the funny stories of, like, when you get made fun of and stuff. So, like, it makes sense that I wouldn't remember those, but I'm sure there was times when he got me, but I really can't remember any of those because I don't care enough. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. But if you like these stories, let me know, and let me know in the comments if you think that, like, just with the assumption that he was also going at me, do you think it was, like, I mean, I'm not going to say, like, good. Like, I don't think I would condone the actions I took. I just think it's, like, a funny story, but it's whatever. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the notification bell. Stay updated on my videos. And check out my gaming channel also. That's going to be in the description as well. But other than that, peace out.
Oh!